Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk to you about the weapon adjustments Apex Legends have just made on their game. They had a balancing update, and they nerfed the Wingman and the Peacekeeper, and there's also talks of them balancing out some of the legends, but they're only going to do that when Season 1 comes out. But I'll talk about the hitboxes and whatever happens with the legends in a separate video, so that people who don't care about the Wingman and Peacekeeper don't miss out on the hitboxes, which is a really important issue, and they are addressing what they're going to do to try and balance those things out in there. But more importantly, they've already nerfed the Wingman and Peacekeeper. So if you go on the game right now, the Wingman and the Peacekeeper are both nerfed. So many people complained about it. They nerfed them. We'll see how that pans out, and I'm gonna get into the specifics right now. Now, if you want to go and read the patch notes yourself, you just if you have a Twitter, this is where I found it. You just go right here. It says a balance update is now live on all platforms. Head over to the subreddit. Let's talk about the meta. Click on the link. It brings you here to Reddit, and it tells you what they're basically looking for towards the game. They said they're not gonna release a date for Season 1 Battle Pass yet, because there's a lot of stuff they have to work out, and they can't just release information yet. And they also were saying that they want to be able to balance out the game, and they're watching everything. So if you think like they're not paying attention to certain things, they are. Like they're seeing different changes. They said week 1 to week 3 of the game being out, the metas for legends has changed drastically. So Mirage isn't as good as it was like a few weeks ago, because not as many people are falling for the tricks that Mirage would use, which is what a lot of people were saying was going to happen. I still think Mirage is still useful, just not like to the same extent as it was like right at the beginning. But regardless, that's not what it is. That's just proof that they're watching what's happening. They're listening and they're watching. So if you have something to say about it, always just try to hit them with it. You're gonna try to hit them with comments and stuff on subreddits, hit them with tweets, everything. They're paying attention, they're listening 100%, which is great. So onto the weapon nerfs. So they adjusted the Wingman and the Peacekeeper right here. So what this means is, does this mean the Wingman and Peacekeeper are no longer viable? Not at all. They said their goal is to be able to design the very, very strong weapons with a higher skill ceiling in mind. That meaning that people who put the time to learn the weapons and get better with them are going to pay off with using them. They're going to be good with them. They're going to have more power and everything. That doesn't mean, oh, anybody, that's exactly what means. Not everybody can use it. You know, if you've never used the gun before, if you didn't put enough, effort and time into adjusting what you do to get used to the aim, rate of fire, everything with those guns isn't going to be as good as somebody who's been using it over and over and over again. So the adjustments that they made to the Wingman were they reduced the rate of fire from 3.1 to 2.6 shots per second. What this means is it's going to be more damaging if you miss shots with your Wingman. It already felt kind of damaging if you miss shots, but you could always recover because you can always readjust your aim, and the rate of fire wasn't so bad that you wouldn't be able to do it. But now they reduced it, so we'll see what happens in game now. But it does seem like it will hurt you a lot more than it did before. And they also nerfed the Skullpiercer Headshot damage, the multiplier that it had. It reduced it from 2.5 times to 2.25, so that'll probably help out a little bit for sure. And then they also increased the base hipfire spread and decreased the rate at which hipfire spread decays, shrinks back down. What this means is you're not going to be able to spray hipfire. It's going to feel more bloom-like if you do so. So what this means, you're not going to be able to just full on spray them as easily as you were before, because the way that the spread is it's going to be wider. So just shooting like at the middle of your crosshair is not going to be as easy as before. considering that for it to shrink back down and reset like a recoil reset, it's not going to work as well, which is good because that means you're not going to be able to use the Wingman as easily close range as you were before. That's another complaint a lot of people had. So far, the Wingman nerfs seem like they'll do something, but we're only going to see once we get in game. And hopefully it's not too bad to be like unusable and not viable, but these nerfs don't look like it's bad enough to just ruin the Wingman. So I'm glad that they're trying to find like a good balance in between it. And now for the Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper, they didn't really have like huge nerfs, just the shotgun bolt nerfs is all they did. So what a shotgun bolt does on your Peacekeeper, it increases your rate of fire. So if you shoot with no shotgun bolt on there, it'll feel like it takes a long time to, you know, cock your weapon, then shoot another shot, cock your weapon, shoot another shot. Now with the shotgun bolts, when you have them, they reduce that time so that it'll feel like it's faster than before to shoot your next bullet. So they reduced the rechamber rate on all of them. So level 1 mitigation went from 10% to 7.5%. Level 2 went from 20% to 13%. Level 3 went from 25% to 16%. Now, I don't know if this is what people were really complaining about, though. I don't honestly think the Peacekeeper had issues with like being able to shoot fast. I think it had more issues to do with becoming like a sniper and like a peak shot weapon in itself already. But this will help with making people have to slow down and not be as aggressive with the weapon. But either way, I didn't even like the Peacekeeper anyway, so this doesn't really affect me at all. I always use the EVA 8, but this is only on the Peacekeeper for the shotgun bolt thing. The EVA 8 can still use the shotgun bolt just fine, the same as it always has. So I don't think that's going to change that much with the Peacekeeper, because I don't think that's what even the issue was. But we'll just have to see. I'll have to see. And they did say that there's no Mozambique buffs or P2020 buffs. They said they just want to keep it that way because they want to they want early game to be whoever finds like the more common weapons and everything and just survives at the beginning and be able to get rewarded for the better weapons later. So what that says to me is basically it's just going to be super RNG at the beginning, like it already is. Because picking up a Mozambique, somebody could still find a Wingman or a Peacekeeper. Oh, another thing, they reduced the Wingman and Peacekeeper availability in all zones. So that means you're going to see a lot less Peacekeeper and Wingman, apparently. I hope it's not so bad that it seems like you'll never find one, but we'll just have to see what happens. But they did increase availability of energy weapons and ammo in all zone tiers. So hopefully maybe the Havoc will now be a lot more viable. Hopefully. I mean, we'll see. But honestly, no Mozambique or P2020 nerfs kind of annoys me. Just because you find them so often at the beginning, and if you have one and they have, you know, a good gun, because they'll find something good. There's going to be someone that finds something good. Because let's say I fight somebody with a Mozambique, they have a Mozambique too. Let's say I win, and I'm like, oh, cool, I fucking won. Oh, I just lost. I lost 80% of my health. Now I have no armor, no health. And then all of a sudden, hey, what's up, guys? I'm coming in with the Spitfire now. And he has like purple armor and whatnot. And just like, oh, cool. You only need to hit me with like 2 bullets and I'm dead. Ooh. You know what I mean? I don't think they really put that into perspective in their mind. I don't think the Mozambique needs to be the best gun in the game. I just think they need to add more ammo in the clip for the Mozambique personally. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't. And then the P2020, I think they need a little bit of a damage buff, but not too much, so it doesn't seem ridiculous. But we'll see if they end up changing anything about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to know more about the legend nerfs and buffs that they're going to be doing to all the characters with hitboxes and everything, it'll be in my next video. And check out the live stream if you haven't already. If you didn't already hear, my live stream was terminated on YouTube, so I have to I can only live stream on Twitch and Mixer right now. So if you want to check me out on either of those platforms, please do. Link will be in the description below, and I'll see you guys later. So